Welcome to Circuits and Devices Lab. In today's video, we are going to learn how to do the experiment number 9, verifications of KVL and KCL can be performed using virtual lab. So KVL means Kirchhoff's voltage law and KCL means Kirchhoff's current law. So in order to perform this experiment, first we have to go to the Google and in search bar type PHET space COLORADO. So PHET Colorado. So in this page you have to select this link phet.colorado.edu. So under this website only we can perform this experiment virtually. So you have to click this link. So once you click this link, this page shows the free online lab experiment simulations. So in this simulation you have to go to the simulation tab, and in this tab you select the physics. So under physics only we can construct our circuit. So select this physics. So once you select this physics, you will be shown this page. So this page consists of various simulations. So we have to select circuit construction kit virtual lab. You can either select this tab or this tab. So just select this tab. So this is a simulation space which is used for connecting our circuit and take the readings. So once you open this page, next you have to select this download. Now we have to download this circuit connection kit. So just select the download. So you can see the circuit construction is downloaded here. So after this downloading, you can select this HTML circuit construction kit. So once you select this, you can see this page gets opened. So in this page only we are going to connect the circuit and take the readings. So first we are going to verify the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So in exam you will be given a circuit diagram, and for that circuit diagram you have to verify the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So here I am taking one circuit and going to verify the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So this is your voltage source in schematic manner, and that this is in the battery manner. So either you can use this tab or this tab. So I am selecting schematic diagram. So once you select this, will be shown the wire, battery, light bulb, resistor, switch, etc. So here first you have to select the battery. So to do this experiment, I need two batteries. So I am selecting one, and if you want to change the direction, just click that component and drag. So another battery, voltage source, just drag and keep it in the position as we need. And next I need three resistors. So just click that and drag. And keep it here. Similarly, the other resistor. So click this resistor and keep it here. And the third resistor, you just select this and drag this by clicking this component resistor, and you can change the direction of the resistor. So now in order to connect these components, we need connecting wire. So select this wire and click here. Remember that, so there will be red circle. So once you connect this component, the red color becomes the black color circle, which means the connection is made perfectly. If not, the circle remains in red color only. So you should verify whether the connection made perfectly by seeing the change in the color, which means black color means the connection made perfectly. So just drag this and keep it here. Now the color of the circle changed to black, which means the connection made perfectly. So you can also move this resistor and keep it here. Now take the wire and keep it here. So once I give the circuit connection, so once the loop gets closed, the electron starts to move. You can see the electron is moving in the closed loop. But here the loop is open, so the electron doesn't move here. So you can see the electron is moving from positive side to the negative side. So this is positive and this is the negative. You can see the movement of electron in the closed loop. In open loop, the electron doesn't move. So now I am going to connect the wire in this loop also. So once I select this wire and connected here, the electron starts to move in this closed loop also. Now we can assign the values of these components. So in order to assign the values, just click this component and then you can change the voltage value. I am setting the voltage value. So first V1 is equal to 5 volt. So for that you just drag this value and keep it as 5 volt. So if you want to see the values in the particular components, you just click this values. So the values will be shown in the components. And now click this resistor. If you want to change the value of this resistor, you can click this resistor and change the value to 2 ohm. Now I am changing the first resistor value to 2 ohm. You can change according to your circuit given in the exam. And this resistor also I am giving as 2 ohm as per our circuit. You can also set according to your question. Next I am selecting this resistor and keep this value as 1 ohm. Now I set the value and this voltage source I am selecting and keeping this value as 2 volt. You can also give the minute variation by clicking this arrow mark. Now I have set the value of this voltage to 2 volt. Now you can see the movement of electron is fast in this loop due to the presence of this resistor, and here also the movement of electron is there but in a slow manner due to the presence of the values of the resistance. You can also see the movement of electrons here. You can also see the current movement by selecting this conventional. Once you select this conventional, you can see the movement of current in this circuit. You know the movement of current is opposite to that of the movement of electron. So here the current is moving from negative sign to the positive sign. If you select the electron, you can see the electrons are moving from positive sign to the negative sign. So this is the movement of electrons, and you can also set to see the movement of current also. You can also vary this schematic diagram to the battery manner. So this is battery and this is your resistor. You can also view the circuit as per your wish. So here I am selecting the schematic manner. So that's all, we have connected our circuit. Now we are going to verify our voltage law. So in order to verify the voltage law, first we have to select the voltmeter. So just click this voltmeter and drag here. So first we have to note down the readings of voltage across this 2 ohm. So click your positive side of the voltmeter and keep it here, and negative side of the negative probe to the this side of the 2 ohm resistor. You can see the value of voltage is 2.60. And then you can also give the voltmeter. You can also so you can see I have set the value of resistor as 2 ohm and the value of this resistor as 2 ohm, and the third resistor R3 as 1 ohm, and now the voltage across this 2 ohm resistor is 3.25. So you have to note this value in the tabulation. So for that, so in your note you have to mark the tabulation as, for the loop 1, in order to prove the Kirchhoff's voltage law, you have to draw the tabulation like this. So the voltage drop across the 2 ohm resistor is 3.25 volt. Okay, so just note this value as 3.25 volt. Now we have noted the value as 3.25. And next, we have to note the value across the next loop 2 ohm. So for that, so click this negative and click this positive side and keep it here. You can note the value of this. So here you have to keep the positive side here and negative side here. So the value of this voltage across this resistor is 0.25. You have to note it in the tabulation as I was shown in the previously. And next you have to note the voltage across this 1 ohm resistor. So for that, keep the negative probe here and positive side of the voltmeter in this tab. Now the value of the voltage across the 1 ohm is 1.75. Note all these readings in your tabulation. So the voltage drop across 2 ohm resistor 3.25, across this 2 ohm resistor is, second 2 ohm resistor is 1.75. Now this is under the loop 1. So when you add these two values, you will get 5 volt. So this 5 volt is nothing but, which is equal to the voltage rise 5 volt. That's it. This you can see in the this voltage source, we have set the value as 5 volt. So when you add the voltage drop across 2 ohm resistor and voltage drop across the 1 ohm resistor, you will get 5 volt, which is equal to this voltage source. So this is for loop 1. Similarly, you can do this for loop 2. So keep this positive side here and negative side here. You can see the value as 0.25 for the voltage value across 2 ohm resistor. Similarly, you can see the voltage drop across 1 ohm resistor, which is 1.75. So when you add this 1.75 and this voltage drop across this 2 ohm resistor 0.25, you will get the 2 volt value. So you have to tabulate all these readings in your tabulation. So for the loop 1, we have proved voltage drop is equal to voltage rise. Similarly, for the loop 2, you have obtained the value as 0.25 for 2 ohm resistor, and sorry, this is 1 ohm, and 1.75 for 1 ohm resistor. When you add these two values, you will get 2 volt, which is nothing but the voltage rise 2 volt. So thus we have proved this Kirchhoff's voltage law. So similarly, we have to do the Kirchhoff's current law also. So Kirchhoff's current law, in order to do the Kirchhoff's current law, you have to do the same circuit. You have to use the same circuit and do the same procedure as we have done yet now, and now we have to measure the current value. So just you have to make the circuit in this manner, and you have to use ammeter for measuring the current. So for ammeter, you just click this ammeter and drag it here and place it in this place where we want to measure the current. So here you have to place in this manner. Okay. Similarly, you have to measure the current value for this 2 ohm resistor also, and for this branch also you have to place a ammeter. So the ammeter is placed in all the branches. Now you have to measure the current value. So I am using the same circuit for measuring the Kirchhoff's current law. So you can see the Kirchhoff's current law for this branch is 1.62, and for this 1 ohm branch 1.75, and this branch 1.13 ammeter in this ammeter reading. Okay, so you just tabulate all these values in your tabulation. So Kirchhoff's current law tabulation is incoming current is equal to the outgoing current. This is our Kirchhoff's current law. You can note the value as, that is, the incoming current across the 2 ohm resistor is 1.625, and this across the 2 ohm resistor is 0.125. So if you add these two values, you will get, so in Kirchhoff's current law you can see, if you consider this node, the current that is flowing towards the node is equal to the current flowing away from the node. So you can select this conventional mode. So this is the current that is flowing towards the node. These two are the currents that is flowing towards this node, and this is the current that is flowing away from the node. So the value of this current is 1.62 plus 0.13. If you add these two values, you will get 1.75. So thus we have proved the current flowing towards the node. So these two are the currents that is flowing towards the node, and this is the current that is flowing away from the node. So thus we have proved our Kirchhoff's current law. So 1.62 plus 1.13 is equal to 1.75. So you have to tabulate all these readings in your tabulation box. So you can note it as 1.62 plus 1.75 is equal to 1.62 plus 0.13 is equal to 1.75 ampere. This is incoming current, and outgoing current is equal to 1.75. Thus we have proved our Kirchhoff's current law. Thanks for watching.